So let's start. So is Witherington a nice, decent place? I don't know it, bruv. What's it
Well,
like?
as a babby, I didn't like it. Now I've gone up there and I'm a bit more older and maturer. Witherington's not so bad. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
Everyone's friendly.
Yeah.
Where that's kind of how Hull used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously I've stepped out of Hull and moved straight into Witherington, and I prefer Witherington to Hull.
I mean, you know, I know there's violence on the streets of every fucking city, but have you seen violence on the streets of Hull? Have you seen?
I've seen violence in the streets of Hull. I've dealt with violence in the streets of Hull. I've been on both ends of it, in all fairness, pal. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
As a lad, I was a bit of a yobber. Me and my friends, we've handed out our fair few beatings to people.
Okay.
But in all fairness, I've been beaten by a fair few gangs
You've
as
taken
well.
it. You've taken it back as well.
Which, obviously, that's why I explain to even my own children in this day and age. Hull, if you see a gang, easiest thing to do is turn away and try and be polite, because if not, likely it is. They are all going to stand together with.
Yeah. So listen,
gangs are in a thing really in Hull no more, because that's what I say. Nowadays,
I mean, I've heard of Waterloo Park. Do you know Waterloo Park?
yeah, but then, that's what I was about to say. Nowadays, if you look walking around Hull, which you have been, you maybe see 1 in 10 people which is actually English and from Hull. And that's the same with other kids nowadays. All the kids.
I've seen. I must admit, and I'm not anti-immigrant. I'll lay my cards out to you.
I'm not. My stepson is Afro-Caribbean.
You know, but anyway, I was just about to say, I've seen them coming out of the Royal Hotel just down the road from the station, which is obviously where one of the places they house them. I presume. I don't know. I'm making assumptions.
Yeah, well, no, this is my point. They're roamed in places like that, but then say you get I know one place, for instance, Pontins. It shut down. It's just a big block of chalets.
About
500 chalets empty.
Oh.
My point is, why don't the council do them up?
Yeah.
And then put the immigrants in them, because then they'd be able to put a gate round it, camera it all up, they'd be able to keep a track on them.
100%.
They're getting put in our nice hotels where kids are on the streets.
Yeah. I don't agree with fencing them in, but I agree with your point about Pontins being done up and the 500
no, my
chalets
point is, in these hotels, they're not supposed to be leaving the hotels because of their immigration status. They're supposed to stay inside the hotel and inside the grounds. Which, if that is the case, then, like I say, the Pontins and the Butlins places what have been shut down, they should redo them chalets up and sort out the homelessness situation. It worked massively, but then our country ain't bothered about that.
It's a rude question, but you look quite young. How old are you, my fella?
I'm 37.
Yeah, you're looking good for it, you know. But anyway, that's not the point. So before we end, you know, rack your brain. Anything else of interest that you'd like to tell me?
Not really, no. I laugh and joke about Hull nowadays, pal. I say the only good 2 things about Hull, Clark Sullivan Way or Eden Road, and they're the 2 roads out of Hull. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to end it, Les. Thank you, my mate. Thank you, my mate.